In this short tutorial, we are going to take a look at the statistics in IvoCall. Now, I've logged in as an administrator, and I'm in the campaign module this time, there where the administrators are. And I've clicked the button statistics, and in the overview, you can see the campaigns that has been in this period that I chose from and to. I can see for each campaign how many calls there have been. Now, this is all test campaigns, I have to say. So how many calls has been, how many closed there has been, and closed with dialogue. I can also see the number of successes, the number of sales, and how many hours that has been spent on each campaign. Now, I have also the possibility to drill down to each campaign and take a look at what callers has been that has been contributing to the campaigns. And here I can see that the administrator in this period has had 67 calls, and Lapan has had 2 calls. Sometimes it's not just so interesting just to look at the campaigns, even though it's a good overview. Sometimes you want to look at your callers as well. So now we actually switch this around, and now we take a look at the callers, and now we can see that in this period where we choose, administrator has had 133 calls and 45 sales with this sales amount. And this is the campaigns that administrator actually had been calling. So this is the overview of the statistics module. Let's take a look more of the different things in IvoCall where you can. Now, this is the calls actually that has been going on in this period we chose here. And what you can see down to the left is the player. Now, if we use the progressive dialer in VoIP mode in IvoCall, it's possible to record the conversations, and here you can play them and then you can listen to them. And of course, you can filter both in date interval or period, and with what status here you want. Is it to be yes sales or no sales, or is it or do we want to filter a specific caller like administrator, for example? It's very easy with a few clicks. It's also possible to look at the logins, and I think I will go to the statistics over here. Now here, this is actually a level further down in the pipe. Here you can see actually the efficiency in this period. And here you can see, for example, that administrator has had not doing anything for like 67% of the time. Maybe we should take a talk with him. And you can see that Lapan over here in the top has had 100% interview time. He's very efficient. But then again, it's only test data. It's also possible to see the sales per hour and the completed leads, both as a table but also as a chart if you want this. And then you can actually see how many leads, for example, incorrect numbers, how many incorrect numbers has been in this period that you want to look at. You can also see the sales in a period that you want. How many sales did you have in an interval of weeks or months if you want this. And the time overview is actually a bit further down. It is on what time do we have the sales. For example, so then we can see that in this period we had the sales all from 18 to 19 each evening. It's just some of the statistics that's able with IvoCall to measure. There's also real-time statistics. Sometimes maybe you have competitions, and you have let's say you have a monitor in the call center. Then you want the phoners to take a look at each other and say, okay, who's taking the lead. Now in the real-time statistics, you can choose a campaign, and you can say, for example, let's say this campaign here, and then you can say, okay, what kind of columns do you want, and what will sort from. Now, right now, I haven't called anybody, so right now it will not show anything. But actually, what it shows when there's data in it is that you can see the callers here and the accepts here. Now it updates every 10 seconds. So that would say that the one with the most sales or the largest sales amount will always be number one.